Hello and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, I am Brianna and I am the dyer, designer, person behind the Little Wolf Knits. If you're not new here, welcome back. And if you are new here, welcome. It has been quite some time since I last recorded a podcast. I know what you're thinking. If you just watched my Rhinebeck video, you were probably like, Brianna, you were wearing the same exact thing in the same spot. So yes, I did just record like 5 minutes ago, but I didn't record a podcast video and it's been probably over a year. If I'm being honest, I had been working on things like one at a time and it didn't feel like exciting enough for a podcast. And now I just have a lot going on and I want to come chat with y'all a little bit more than I do regularly. So here we are back for session 20. I actually have 19 other podcasts, so if you haven't seen them, feel free to go back to the channel and watch some of those and catch up. They're fun, but again, it's been a long time. So session 20 starts today and I am so excited to be here with you all. Grab a drink, grab your knitting, grab your spinning, grab whatever you're working on, because this might be a long one. I'm going to try and keep it short. I want to keep these like low maintenance, low editing, just hang out, see what I'm up to, chat with y'all a little bit more. And I don't want them to be too long, but it's been a while, so we'll see. Sorry, my phone is buzzing. Okay, I said I am Brianna. Pronouns are she, her, hers. Little Wolf Knits. You can find me on Instagram at the Little Wolf Knits. You can find my designs on Ravelry as Brianna Lupino or the Little Wolf Knits shop. I think that's how it works. All of this will be linked down below where you can find everything, including the link to sign up for my membership where I do really cool things with a bunch of friends, a group of people where we run exclusive like knit-alongs, make-alongs. We have Zoom knit nights. We have really fun book club chats. We dye exclusive yarn to the membership. The links to all of that are going to be down below, and I'll write maybe some links to things that I talk about in this video. We'll see. It's been a long time since I've done this, so we'll see how this goes. Just hang in there with me. First of all, I know you're all probably asking, what are you wearing, Brianna? Because this sweater is quite popular. Anytime I wear it, knitters and non-knitters are like, oh my gosh, I love that. It is so cozy. I love the colorway. This is my second Av sweatshirt, and it's the crew neck version. This is one of my designs. It's currently in testing. My testers are flying through it, but it will release in December. Mid-December is the plan. So hopefully once you like finish all your gift knitting, you can do some selfish knitting and cast this on. This is my flats or drums colorway on Schooner. That's the boucle. You can see that right there. I love it. And this is like a one-off misfit, but I would say it's similar. It's a little bit more brown than roasted pumpkin. Maybe somewhere between like roasted pumpkin and I Fix the Peach Sauce. But either of those would be really good. Also, could you imagine, see these green pops? Imagine like troll boogies as a CC. I think it'd be really fun. But there's a crew neck version and a hoodie version, which you may have seen if you watch that design vlog, which is a lot of what my videos have been for the last year. But in case you haven't, I'll show you, and that'll sort of take us into our FO portion. I obviously have a lot, I guess not obviously, I do have a lot of FOs that I have completed since last time we chatted. I'm not going to put y'all through all of the FOs, all of the whips, all of the acquisitions and things that I've done since then. Again, if you want to kind of like catch up on what I've been up to, check out my design vlogs, check out my Fiber Festival vlogs, my Rhinebeck vlog, and that'll sort of catch you up to speed. We'll do a little bit of a repeat here because it is a very recent FO. So this is another version a second sample of my second half sweatshirt, and this is a hooded version. Yes, oops, oh, those cute eye cords. Yes, it has a hood. Ah, look how cute. Also, you'll see my ends everywhere. They are woven in. I do not cut my ends until I have blocked it, and this has been blocked, but I haven't worn it yet. I haven't taken photos, so I'm gonna trim my ends today, actually, probably, and take photos. But yeah, this is the second sample of this sweatshirt. I wonder if I put it over here. This is a crop version, and like I said, it has a hood, and this is a way less ease. So this one has about 10 inches of positive ease. I think I made the 44. This is the 40, so it has about 6 inches of positive ease. So this isn't gonna look good. This isn't, just ignore this. But I wanna show you the hood, because it's so cool. I have a hood. I have a hood. I don't like, how do people wear hoods and look cute? Okay, this is like, wow, this is very hot suddenly. Oof. Okay, I had to take this off. But it is cropped, more cropped, and like I said, less ease in this version. And this there, maybe that's like cuter. I need some like hair out. But there's a really cool thing about this pattern that I want to show off. So I will say the yarn is raspberry on Schooner, which is my boucle base, and raspberry on 420, which is my DK8 ply, DK base. You will notice some of the accents look a little different, because they are. This is Quit Your Whining. When I dyed yarn for this, I didn't know I was going to do a hood, so I only dyed one skein of the CC. I didn't feel like dyeing another one. I had a close leftover from another project, so I just used it. But I think the cool thing about this hood, I have only made hoods a few times in knitting, but every time I have, you like increase, decrease, and then 3 needle bind off or seam the top. And this is a different construction. So this is actually basically a heel. So this is a short row hood. So I was thinking about this and I was like, a hood kind of looks like the heel of a foot. I wonder if you could use short rows and make a hood. And I have done it. And it works well for me. Again, I don't wear a hood that much. I guess unless it's really cold out. Which it hasn't been yet. It's November 10th today, and it's been like, this week got cold, but I've been inside this week, so whatever. Hood, I'm really excited to see all my testers. My one tester, my friend Jean, is like done. Not really. She finished the body, and she's finishing the hood, and I feel like she did sleeves already. Maybe I'm making that up. But they're flying through this. It's a 16 stitch gauge, which is really nice. So it's more like a worsted gauge, actually. But the boucle just fills things in so nicely. I have another tester, Raquel, who is Infinity Yarn 123, something like that. She started it on Wednesday, and she is giving herself a challenge to try and finish it by this weekend, by Saturday, which is terrifying. I'm like, don't hurt yourself, but she finished the body already. So basically Wednesday night she started it. Thursday she did the entire body. She wants to do the sleeves today. I'm so amazed. Go follow her and see her journey. I actually don't have doubt at this point that she's going to finish it. But this is my first FO. Super excited. I wear both of this second half sweatshirt like nonstop, so I know I'm going to wear this one a lot once I take pictures, which I'm going to do today. So that's FO number 1. FO number 2 is something quite similar, but opposite. Same, but different. These are the second half sweats, which was the first pattern in the second half set. And you will see the second half of the set. I don't think I'll actually ever wear it as a set, but who knows? Who knows? So it's a really cool sweatpant pattern. Again, this isn't testing. This is coming out November 22nd. So not next week, the following week, the week of Thanksgiving here in the US. So that'll be perfect for like a long weekend cast on. So order your yarn now if you want it. This again is my schooner base. This colorway is my Linzer Tart colorway. I'm obsessed with it. I'm obsessed with how it pooled. And this is my raspberry colorway on 420. It has pockets, which if you watch, there's a design vlog for these. I actually steeked these pockets in. It's not written like that in the pattern because honestly, there's no need to. And steeking with boucle, I've never steeked. Steek. Sounds funny, past tense, but I don't know what the past tense is. Steeked, stuck. No, I've never steeked. I never used the method of steeking on before this garment, but I am now certain it would be significantly easier not in boucle. So I just wrote it in that you can work pockets as you go, or you can skip pockets. Testers have done both, and they love them. Testers have also not used boucle for both of these. You don't need to. Again, it's a 16 stitch gauge, so either a thicker DK or maybe like a DK and a lace weight, like Surrey, or something like that. Fingering Held double might get you a little bit of a thicker gauge, but like my 420 might be a little too drapey at a 16 stitch gauge for me. For bottoms, like for pants, but really cute. They decrease a little bit, but mostly have this balloon effect at the bottom. Drawstring with I-cords, so cozy. Again, cannot wait. Super size inclusive. I think from like a 22 waist to like a 60 something waist, and then hips graded according to that. Really excited about these. And I do need to take some more. I took pictures, but I think I'm gonna like play around, do some reels. Maybe I'll do that today for the release. So that is FO number 2. And those are all the FOs I'm gonna share for now because it's already been over 10 minutes and I'm talking a lot. Well, all of the garment FOs I'm going to share for now because I have picked up a new hobby since you've seen me last. And I do have an FO for spinning. Is it called an FO if you finish a skein of yarn? I think it is. If you watch my Rhinebeck vlog, you would have seen me spinning on this. And I'm going to be honest, I don't know all the information about this because I started spinning this and then finished spinning this before I knew I was going to be filming any sort of podcast. And I threw out the labels for this yarn, but look at it. Oh my God. So this is my first ever full skein. I won't say that. I have like little, like 1 ounce practice skeins. They're skeins of yarn that I was learning to spin on a drop spindle and e-spinner. But this is my first full skein of yarn. This is actually 6-ish ounces of yarn. I need to weigh it, but it was 2 3-ounce things of fiber. And I used most of it. There might be a little bit left on one bobbin. The one thing I'm having a hard time with spinning wise is that there's leftover, especially for something like this. So this is a 2-ply. So let me tell you about this. So this fiber I got at Lehigh Valley Fiber Festival, which I will have a vlog about. It may or may not be out by the time you see this. But it was 2 little bags of 3 ounces of merino wool. And one was burgundy, plain burgundy. And the other one was called firewood. And it was a cool like gradient sort of set. It had a few different like bumps of fiber. In this like firewood color. So yellow, brown, you know, my jam. So I spun them separately, plied them together. I used all of the burgundy, but I still have a little bit left of the firewood. So I don't know what to do with it because I plied these together. So obviously if I applied it, it's like very little fiber. I imagine people just throw it out. I don't know. Tell me what you do. If you're a spinner, what do you do with your extra fiber? because I also want to clear the bobbin. But I applied it together. It's so beautiful. Oh, it matches my nails. It's maybe like a sport weight. I don't actually know. And I did this before I got my yarn counter. So I don't know how many yards it is. It's like a sport weight, maybe a heavy fingering weight. Like that's pretty thin. That's a little thicker. So I'm sure I can use this in a fingering weight pattern. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I love it so much. I think it'd be really cool as like color work in a yoke, or one of my friends, Beth, we're in membership Zoom last night, and she is making a Straya cardigan and using Spin Cycle for the stripes. And I was like, how cool would it be to use this for something like that? Or maybe a hat. I don't know. It's 6 ounces though, so maybe not a hat. Maybe a cowl. I don't know. I love it. I love it so much. It's so bouncy. Like, I cannot believe I made this. I just can't believe it. And if I didn't say already, I have an electric eel wheel Nano 2, which is how I spun this and how I applied it. And it was roving, and I spun it with like a woolen spun. So it's like a semi woolen. And it feels just like alive. And it's so beautiful. I kind of don't ever want to use it and just keep it as like decoration. But I don't know, because I'm trying to be really good about using things that are special. And not letting things just sit in waiting because it's too special to use. I want to use the special things, and this feels so special. I want to use it. Maybe I'll make a cool like Andrew Mowry shawl once I spin a bit more fiber. This is going to be a little different color palette. I don't know. We'll see. I think some of the other ones that I got from Cake Festival, if you saw my Rhinebeck video, I think that fiber I could like do a shawl with or fade it or do something cool with. I don't know what I'm going to do with this, but I'm obsessed. That is my last FO. I promise. And now I'm done. And on to whips. Whips. Whips, whips, whips. What to start with? I will start with I was going to say oldest whip. They're not really that old. I have 2 knitting whips, 2 spinning whips. So I'll start with knitting. This is in a bag from Snickle and Mr. B. I absolutely love her bag so much. Gosh, not this again. Okay, I hope this flips it. Snickle and Mr. B. Her bags are amazing. I have 2 of them. I thought another one was right there, but it's not. I have a Halloween one that's like cute potions and stuff. And then this, I'm calling a fall bag. I know it has spiders and spider webs, but it's pumpkins, and I'm using it through November because fall, Thanksgiving, whatever. And in here, if y'all don't remember or if you're new, I keep a Tuft Woolens bar or some sort of wool wash. I think 99% of the ones I have are Tuft Woolen in the bag with my project, so it smells like that. And then the yarn smells like it while I'm working on it. Sometimes I'll block it with that soap. I haven't been doing that so much lately, but then it's just like a really cool, I don't know. I like it. That's all. It's like, remember when you were a kid? I don't know if anyone else did this. You'd get the soap bars, like we'd get soap bars from like TJ Maxx that were like fancy soap bars and put them in our sock drawer or pajama drawer. And then your stuff smelled like it. That's what it feels like, but for yarn. But in here, you can see, what? Can I focus this? Oh yeah. So this is a skein of deep fry a turkey on my sunfish base. I'm obsessed with this colorway. I mean, okay, clearly it's fall and I'm in a mood, but Michael asked for another muscle burr. And I had wound this up right before Rhinebeck to bring with me in case I needed like a mindless project. I didn't end up using it or casting it on, which kind of stinks because I could have waited, not done this, and just cast on a muscle burrow for him with the yarn that I got from Rhinebeck. But alas, he will have many hats and he wears them almost every day. So he's very knit-worthy. But that is the yarn. Ooh. And I have them on, I'm making this one on Chiagu US 4, which is a 3.5 millimeter. And I'm using my Chiagu twists. Is that what it's called? Interchangeables, like the little mini ones. For maybe like a 14-inch. So I could just go around and around. And I love these needles. I always was just a magic looper. And now I got this set for things like sleeves, and I haven't used them for socks yet. I have it's like 4 to 8 or something, I think, the set that I have. And then there's a smaller one with sock needles. I don't use enough of those needles. Maybe I'll get like a singular for a US 1. I think that 2.25, that's what I use for socks. But I don't mind magic looping socks. Anyway, that's the needle I have it on. Here is how it's working up. It's pulling in a really cool way. I asked Michael if he liked it. He said yes. Thank goodness, because I'm not redoing it. I would just steal it. And my favorite thing about this colorway is these pops of this like sagey blue, which is really just unexpected. Yeah, look at that. And I think a really cool contrast. I have a little pumpkin charm on here that I made last year. That was for a Yarn and Charm Club. And I have these needle stoppers, stitch stoppers from Fox and Pine. I carry them in my shop. I don't have that many left. They're really popular. But I have some really cute ones. These are chocolate ice cream. I have donuts. I have a lot of like beachy things. If you know me, you know I'm all about the beach. So I have like octopus, ice cream sandwiches. I think I have Oreos, donuts, flip-flops. I had crabs. I think those are sold out. But they're really fun. I don't think I need them for actual like use. I've never had stitches fall off my needle, but it's just another accessory that looks cute in your project bag. Actually, I did use them. I took this project into the city. Michael's sister was running the New York City Marathon. I didn't know where we would be going, and having needles with open tips, I didn't want to cause any problems. So this, I feel like, makes your knitting look way less threatening if you're going to go in anywhere, which is a good reason to have them. Okay, that's whip number 1. Whip number 2 is a quadrophenia blanket. So in my wolf pack, we decided on a mal for the next month and a half, 2 months, basically through the end of the year. And it's the Wrap It Up mal. If you go to my Instagram, you can see all the details about it, but it's basically getting shit done. Whether it's clearing your needles, projects that have been lingering or on your needles for a long time, projects that are gifts or things with deadlines or for the holidays, or things that have just been in your queue for a really long time that you've been wanting to make. I have a few Advent projects that I've been wanting to make. As we approach December, I have one more Advent coming, and then the stripy sock set coming. I never make things in December, like with Advents as I open them, like day of. I like to sort of see the full thing and then rearrange it, fade it, whatever I'm going to do with it, figure out what I want to do. But I don't always get to that. So I have a few Advents that I've not done anything with, and I want to get them going. So this is an Advent from a homespun house from 2019 that I have never done anything with, and decided after Natalie of Knitty Natty made her quadrophenia, I really like that. So I I think this was actually in February, maybe in March or April of this year. Arranged all the colors, marked them, decided how my blanket was going to look, and then I never cast on. So last Thursday, today's Friday, so just 8 days ago at night, I cast on the quadrophenia. And look how cute it is. So I started here. This is my first quadrant. I'm not going to go through every single color, although I have the labels, but I'm not going to do that here. But really cute blue, purple. I sort of organized it by color, and you'll see what I'm doing. So I have a blue, a purplish, a pink, a blue like multicolor, some green, yellow, and a gray. Those were kind of the categories that the Advent included. So I finished this, and I have a little turkey charm. Let me see. On there. That was also from a Yarn and Charm Club. This is actually from my Deep Fry a Turkey Yarn and Charm Club. But this is the first quadrant. And this past week, I had basically wanted to do one a day. That was my goal, to get this done in November. And I kept calculating 28 days. And then I was like, there's only 24 days, but I need to seam it, do a border. So I'm figuring this is going to be the month of November project. I got behind this weekend because of the marathon. So I was like, I need to catch up. It's very hard to catch up. But this week we had some friends visit, Natalie and Kent of Knitty Natty, and we hung out a lot and did a lot of knitting. So I actually am all caught up and trying to even get ahead today. So this is the second quadrant. Really cute. Now it starts with purple, pink, and then like a bluish green multicolor. And so what you will see is that for each quadrant, I took like this color and moved it up more toward the center in the next quadrant. So blue, purple, pink, blue, green, yellow, gray. So then I have purple, pink, blue, green. Then it will go a yellowish, a gray, and then I think a purple. It should go blue, but there weren't enough blue in this Advent, if I'm remembering correctly. But I love this one, and I have a little charm from, I was gonna say, I actually don't remember who this is from, because this is from Hickory Lane Handmade. She did like a Friends charm collaboration. It might be Simply Serving, but it is the door frame. And depending on when you're watching this, Matthew Perry passed away recently, which is really sad for a lot of people who enjoyed Friends, who have been battling addiction. He has a lot of mental health concerns. It was really sad for me anyway. And I don't know why November reminds me of like Friends and Cozy and wanting to watch it on TV and all the holiday episodes. So I have my little, this is going to be like my Friends project, even though the yarn is not Friends themed. But I just finished the 10th colorway. It is November 10th, so I'm caught back up. And tonight I'm going to cast on my 11th colorway, which is this really pretty light pastel, sort of greenish. This was like a green-yellow category. So very excited for that. And I have this living in a bag, a very large bag from Songbird. I think it's Songbird Handmade Co., maybe. And I've had this bag for a while and I've never used it because as soon as I planned for this blanket, I put all the yarn and the minis in here and then it sat unused. So I'm very excited to be using this. I love her bags. Again, I have a few of them. This is the largest one that I have. I think this is a large. It's pretty large. But it's all black and white patchwork. Beautiful, beautiful bag, like a canvasy tote and a drawstring, which I love. And it's quite large. So all of the things, did I put that? Yes, I put day 11 in here. I have 12 and 13 wound up already. And I think I'm gonna wind up maybe the beginning of the third quadrant, so I can just get through the second quadrant this weekend and then start the third. And there's like lots of room in here, so super excited for this one. That's what I'm gonna work on as soon as I finish this podcast. Okay, those are my two main whips right now. My muscle burrow is mostly traveling when I'm out and about, movie knitting, things like that, when I'm out of the house, really. So I haven't worked on it this week because this quadrophenia is pretty mindless. It's just garter increasing 2-row repeat. Once you figure it out, you're good to go. I thought initially that I wouldn't be taking it out a lot because this whole bag and there's so much yarn in it. It's a whole blanket, but since it's worked in quadrants, it's actually pretty portable. And even though the bag is a lot of minis, it's not, I don't know. I've been taking it out. It doesn't feel very heavy when we go to dinner or breakfast or movies or anything like that. I've been taking it with me. So this is getting a lot of work, and I'm very happy about that. My muscle burrow will get done when it gets done, right? Okay, those are my two, as I said, knitting whips. I do have some spinning whips. I don't know if things that are being spun are called whips, but I will be calling it whips because it is a work in progress. It's just a spinning work in progress. This Tuft Woolens bar is lemon tart. It's really light, but I like it. And this, if you saw my Rhinebeck video, you will have seen that I grabbed these Rolags from Woolen Folk from Kira Wiggins. And look how beautiful these Rolags are. There's only one left because I have spun. It came with 5, so it was 50-gram set. And it's merino. 50 grams, that's for information. So I spun 2.5. I broke one of the Rolags in half and spun 2.5 onto my drop spindle. So this is a drop spindle whip, and put it onto a bobbin. I want to see a little spinning. Okay. But I spun it off of my drop spindle and then spun it onto a bobbin, and now I'm spinning the other 2.5 Rolag. So there's already like a half and some on here. It's quite fine. Like, it's pretty thin, so I think this will be a pretty true fingering weight. Can you even see that? And I'm really excited. It's only 50 grams, so I don't know what I'm going to do with this. Maybe a hat? 50 grams. I don't know. Maybe I'll hold it with Surrey. Because then I'll have a DK weight hat. Ooh, that would be very nice. We'll see. We'll see. Right now, I'm just enjoying the spin, and I don't know what it's going to become. But that's on my Bosworth drop spindle. I'm very excited about that. I feel like I don't know that much about spinning, so I don't have that much to talk about when I talk about my whips. I will say that I think I naturally prefer to spin woolen. So I let some air back into my drafting triangle. I've noticed that it's just pretty natural for me on both my spindle and my e-spinner. I was doing them a little bit differently at first, but now I'm doing that and I'm enjoying it. And it's working out well with my Rolags. We'll see once I apply it because I don't have, again, a lot of experience. So that is my first spinning whip. My second and last spinning whip is on my Nano, my electric eel wheel Nano 2.0. And I unplugged it so I could bring it over. Okay, don't judge how I am packing my bobbins. I'm still learning. I'm still trying to figure it out. I have decided when I get a bigger wheel than this, because this is the tiny, it has 2.5 ounce bobbins, that I'm going to get one that has a woolly winder flyer so it can do this automatically, because I feel like I'm not packing this as well as I could be. Obviously, I'm just starting, but this is focus. There are too many things here. All right, well, that's my bobbin. That's what you're gonna see. And this is fiber that I got, because I have gotten a lot of fiber, from Nest Fiber Club. This was a fiber club from Nest Fiber from July of this year. And this is their Clementine colorway. And this is on Falkland Merino. And look how fun. Kind of out of my comfort zone, if I'm being honest. There's like brights, pinks, oranges, greens. This is what the whole thing looks like. But I don't know. I just really liked it. So I am spinning this, and I'm actually just spinning this straight. Am I lying? I think okay. I was like, I think I am lying. I broke the braid in half. And then I'm going to spin half at a time, like half end to end. And then, keep that end out, I bought this to ply with it. I was just gonna do like a fractal ply of that, which is 4 ounces, I think, but I kind of was like, oh, I want more than one skein. What am I gonna do with all these single skeins? Still not decided. I could obviously change my mind, but I also bought from Nest Fiber Studio. This is their colorway. I guess it's called Hello Sunshine. And this is a merino flax silk. And it is the most beautiful, like snotty green. Oh, see how nice that'd be? So my initial plan was to ply that, was to spin that into singles, this into singles, and then ply them. And have about 2 skeins worth, 8 ounces of this fun 2-ply. I still think I'm gonna do that. I'm like dreaming then I can do a really cool like brioche Andrew Mowry shawl or cowl or something like that. And I think it'd be really fun. I could also end up doing this separately and then making a brioche cowl or something with the 2 yarns. I don't know. That kind of sounds cool too. But what am I gonna do with 2 skeins? I guess a cowl. I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna finish. My goal is to just work through this as a single. At least the first half of this braid, and then maybe make a decision if I want to do a fractal and break the second braid again and then spin it end to end. We'll see. It's all part of the whip, and I'm not there yet. I haven't had too much time for spinning this week because my quadrophenia has been taking a lot of time. But hopefully maybe today or this weekend, I think I'll bring this down the shore with me. And since it's so portable, I actually got a really cool, I should have brought it. I'll bring it next time. Basically a manicure bag, like to put all your nail polish and stuff in. And that's what I use to store my nano, all the cords, the extra bobbins, and the fiber that I'm working on. And I could just bring it along with me, which is, yeah, pretty portable and pretty cool. Okay, that is all of my whips, at least that I'm going to talk about today. Some life things. I've talked a little bit about what we had going on this week. Natalie and Kent were here. It was really fun. We just explored Bethlehem, did a lot of just hanging out, which was nice. We dyed a little bit of yarn, which is really fun. So if you follow Natalie, or if you don't follow her, go follow her. But if you do, keep an eye out for this coming Tuesday, I think, where you'll see what we came up with in our dye pans this past week. otherwise, things have been going well. Since I spoke to y'all last, I quit my job, so I no longer work at Lehigh for a few reasons, so I could have a little bit more time for this, for yarn. Also, just to have some more time for life and build a private practice. So I'm in the process of building my private practice virtually, which is pretty cool. I'm licensed in Pennsylvania and New York, but can see folks virtually in about 40 different states in the country. So it's been a cool process getting clients, trying to build that up, see what that looks like. Have some knitters, which is really cool. So if you or anyone you know is looking for a therapist, let me know. You can find my website. But that's been a lot of what life is looking like, a lot of adjusting, a lot of slowing down and being okay with slowing down, not filling my days completely from 8 in the morning till 8 at night, and trying to enjoy the slowness, enjoy my time with Michael, enjoy doing the things I didn't have time for, like cooking and grocery shopping and all of that, which is pretty cool. So a lot of time for that. That has also taken a lot of time to get set up and business things. We also got married in June, which is really exciting. If you've seen my vlogs, you've probably seen that. But that was fun. Not much has changed now in the aftermath of that, but that was really cool. So just navigating that. I don't know that there's too much to navigate. Our lives look pretty similar pre and post marriage. Yeah, that's really what's been going on, and it's been fun to have a bit more time to be creative, to design, to be able to work on designs, to dye, to put time toward my business, to get to connect with y'all, to spend more time with the membership. Like the Wolfpack is growing, and that's really fun. Yeah, so I'm just enjoying that, and I'm really excited for December and what's to come with this channel, with Vlogmas. The Wolfpack is going to do 31 days of winter holiday movies that we're putting together and watching those together, and I'm excited to get that going. I feel like I'm ready for Vlogmas and coziness, but I don't want to rush it. I'm just going to try and make November cozy too. So that's where we're at. It has been really fun to hang out with y'all today. Hopefully this doesn't, I don't know if this is going to be a weekly thing or a bi-weekly thing. I guess it depends on, it would be nice to do this weekly and just have a brief, even if it's 20 minutes sort of check-in. And we'll see what progress looks like, what I have on the needles and the spindles and the wheels, and maybe weekly, maybe every other week. Yeah, we'll see what's up, but I will see you all soon. Before I go, I want to share a little bit of admin stuff. If you made it all the way to the end, thank you. But also now you get to know the cool things that are happening. So I mentioned the Wrap It Up Mal. Definitely make sure to enter. There's going to be a lot of prizes on Instagram throughout the next 2 months, and then there'll be some exclusive prizes for the Wolfpack. If you want to join the Wolfpack, if you're looking for a pretty small, I think it's pretty intimate, which is cool, group of people who like to knit, who enjoy the things that you enjoy, who like to read. We're kind of funny. I think we're kind of sassy. And you're missing some yarny friends or knitting friends. You don't have maybe an in-person yarn store or a group. There is still time to join. You can join at any point in the quarter. So the Wolfpack runs quarterly, but you could join at any point in the quarter. There's lots of cool things that are going on in November and December. So you definitely will not be missing out if you join now. And some really cool things that are going to be happening in the new year. So definitely keep an eye out. I'm really excited for Little Wolf Knits and where we're going to go in the future. Last thing, to celebrate my quitting job, slowing down, trying to embrace things, and also honestly just clear my shelves a little bit because I have so much yarn in stock that I am ready to ship out to people. We're having a sale in the shop for all ready to ship yarn. if you use the code wintering, I'll drop it right here. Wintering, you can get 20% off all ready to ship yarn right now through, I want to say I did it through the end of the month, but maybe I didn't because Small Business Saturday. Whatever, make sure if you want things, grab them now because things are actually flying off the shelf pretty quickly, which is cool. But if there's something you have your eye on, make sure you grab it. And a really cool thing that I've done after getting a lot of feedback is that people find it's not the most user-friendly to sift through all the ready-to-ship yarn in my shop. You can go to shop, look at the collection ready to ship, but then you don't always know what is available and what base. But I have now set up my website so you can filter by base, which is super cool. So you can see what is in stock in what bases. So you go to the ready to ship section, and then one of the options is yarn base, and you just select what you're looking for, and then the things that are in stock in that base will be available to you. You don't have to click through every single listing, which is, I think, going to be so user-friendly for folks, and I'm really excited that I was able to figure it out. If you have any questions, thoughts, feelings, things you want to see from Little Wolf Knits, things you want to see on the YouTube, things you want to see for yarn, you can always reach out to me. Send me an email at thelittlewolfknits@gmail.com, and I will definitely get back to you, and we could chat more about things. I don't have anything else to say at this point. I feel like I'm just rambling, so I'm going to wrap it up. Say thank you so much for joining me. It has been so much fun hanging out with y'all, and I will definitely see you soon. Until next time, take care of each other. Bye.